Chapter 61. You said you would have a surprise when you came back. Why did you go and die? You are listening at novelfull.audio. As expected. As expected. He was seriously injured. Xian Zi's eyes were already crazy. Fortunately, he still had a trace of rationality and did not act directly. If someone else saw this, he would probably throw a big move directly. But he was different. He knew that the defense of dragons was generally very strong. So he was looking for the place where the silver dragon was injured. Strive to kill it with one blow. At the very least, he had to injure the silver dragon again. Yan Xiaozhe was more cautious than Xian Zi, so he naturally did not act rashly. He was waiting for Xian Zi to take action. Divine Bullhorn Strike. The 9th soul ring on Xian Zi's body was shining red. 100,000 years. Although he did not find a place that could kill with one blow, he found a place that could injure the silver dragon. That was the top of the head. Yan Xiaozhe saw that Xian Zi was ready to take action, so he would not hesitate. His 9th soul ring also lit up black. Although it was not 100,000-year soul ring. But it was not much different. Phoenix is coming. Phoenix Shock. The strongest attacks of the 98th and 95th level Super Douluo attacked the silver dragon's head at the same time. And the silver dragon still didn't react. Xian Zi showed joy. It's done. It's done. Dragon Pill. Silver Dragon Pill. I can also break through the limit Douluo. Just when the two thought they were going to succeed, a faint silver barrier blocked the strongest attacks of the two. It didn't even make a sound. The strongest attacks of the two were blocked just like that. Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe didn't even react. But Di Tian above the Lake of Life reacted. Not good. The master is in danger. That without waiting for the 4 fierce beasts beside him, the 10,000 Demon King, Biji, Qi Wang, and Xiong Jun, to react. Di Tian hurried to the place where the Silver Dragon King was in seclusion. The whole process took less than a second. Even Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe couldn't even launch the second attack. Di Tian rushed to the scene. The Silver Dragon King, who originally wanted to kill the two, closed his eyes again. The Silver Dragon King had almost 100% trust in Di Tian. Besides, Di Tian had the Dragon God Claw. How could he not beat these two ants? One was only level 98. The other was only level 95. There wasn't even a level 99 ultimate Douluo. How dare these two ants enter the core area of the Star Do Great Forest? She still couldn't figure it out. How dare they? She had thought that the two strongest moves were very strong. In the end, they didn't even break her silver dragon's defense. They didn't even cause a trace of damage. With just this little weight. How could they sneak into the core area of the Star Do Great Forest? Despicable human. You're looking for death. Di Tian shouted angrily. Divine skills. Dragon God Claw. Not good. Run. Seeing that the situation was not good, Xian Zi immediately ran towards the entrance. Yan Xiaozhe didn't hesitate either. This is Di Tian, the leader of the 10 fierce beasts. If you don't run, you'll die. The two of them ran away incredibly fast. Di Tian couldn't catch up with them for a while. It could also be because this is the underground of the Lake of Life. He didn't dare to use all his strength. In just a moment, Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe arrived at the periphery of the Great Evil Land. And Di Tian followed closely behind. Just when Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe wanted to run out. 4 terrifying auras appeared in 4 areas. It's over. Yan Xiaozhe cried out in grief. 4 auras. They are all fierce beasts. That's right. They are the 4 fierce beasts that were just in the Lake of Life. The 5th of the 10 fierce beasts. The 10,000 Monster King, The strongest plant-type soul beast in 530,000 years. The patriarch of the demon tree clan. The sixth of the 10 fierce beasts. The bear king. The strongest bear soul beast in 500,000 years. The patriarch of the dark gold terror claw bear clan. The eighth of the 10 fierce beasts. The red king. 300,000 years. The super soul beast of the Xingdou Great Forest. The leader of the three-headed red demon dog clan. The fourth of the 10 fierce beasts. BG. The strongest emerald swan of 580,000 years. The leader of the Emerald Swan clan. Trouble. Xuanzi frowned, not knowing what to do for a moment. Run. Aren't you good at running? Why don't you run now? D. Tian walked over slowly. The top of the 10 fierce beasts. D. Tian. The 820,000-year-old Black Dragon King. The golden-eyed Black Dragon King. One of the 9 Dragon Kings. The strongest of the peerless Tang sect. The ceiling of combat power. The only super soul beast with magical skills. Such a luxurious lineup. It was just to deal with 2 super Douluos. At this moment, Huo Yuhao's selector, who was far away in Shrek Academy, rang. Ding! Select trigger. Xian Zi took your 100,000-year soul beast and Yan Xiaozhe to the Xingdou Great Forest. He failed to kill the silver dragon and let the 100,000-year soul beast escape. Now he is surrounded by the 5 fierce beasts. How will you make a choice? Option 1, Shrek's power. Both of them are high-end combat forces of Shrek Academy, and they must not be abandoned directly. Select and complete. Directly teleport. Completion reward, fixed point teleportation to the encirclement of fierce beasts. Option 2, save a fart. Not only did you let go of the 100,000-year soul beast that Moon had worked so hard to catch, but you also tried to kill the Silver Dragon King. Surrounded by 5 fierce beasts. Save a fart. Completion reward, Fierce Beast Encirclement Map X1. Option 3, this is a big deal, notify Moon and let him make the decision. You don't interfere. Completion reward, Zhu Xiaoshui Golden Eagle X1. Option 4, respect the fate of others, pretend that you didn't see the option triggered this time, put aside the plot of helping others, and respect the fate of others. Completion reward, Power of Destiny plus 100, seeing the option, Huo Yuhao's eyes went dark. What a fool. You are going to kill the Silver Dragon King. Are you crazy? That's a demigod-level strongman. Xuanzi, you are really the Grand Elder of the Holy Spirit cult. It's fine if you're going to die yourself. You even took Yan Xiaozhe with you to die. The heaven-defying Xuanzi. Huo Yuhao felt that his skill, unmovable as a mountain, was ineffective. Unmovable as a mountain can make Huo Yuhao as steady as a mountain. As a result, Xuanzi's heaven-defying behavior almost made it ineffective. It's enough to show Huo Yuhao's mood at the moment. Huo Yuhao originally thought that Xuanzi was taking a 100,000-year soul beast to kill a stronger soul beast. So you went to kill the Silver Dragon King? Yan Xiaozhe is really stupid. How dare you, a level 95 Super Douluo, go with him? That's the Silver Dragon King. The Silver Dragon King is several times stronger than the ceiling of the Do 2 world power of D Tian. Half of the Dragon God's body. A demigod who controls the power of elements. Even Moon would have to be beaten if he went there. What? You said the Silver Dragon King is also a soul beast? Okay, nothing wrong. Indeed, who said that the Silver Dragon King is not a soul beast? Yuhao, are you okay? Moon N saw Huo Yuhao suddenly stop and couldn't help asking. It's okay. Huo Yuhao came out of the options and said repeatedly. It's good that you're okay. When Xuanzi comes back, I'll take you to hunt soul beasts and pick a soul ring that suits you. Moon N already knew that Huo Yuhao's soul power level had reached level 50. The whole person was extremely excited. This is a real genius. I think it may be hopeless. Huo Yuhao said weakly, Moon N. Chapter 62. Give it a try. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Why? Moon asked in confusion. Although Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe's behavior was a bit against the will of heaven, their fighting power was not weak. It was impossible for them to provoke all the beasts in the Xingdou Great Forest, right? If it wasn't so, could Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe still have any trouble? However, Huo Yuhao did not answer, but lowered his head, wondering what he was thinking. Moon was also patient and did not ask any more questions. Just waited quietly. At this moment, Huo Yuhao suddenly raised his head. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 4, the reward, Power of Destiny plus 100, has been issued to the host. He heard the prompt of the selector. Cool. A full 100 points of Power of Destiny. Although Huo Yuhao did not know what this thing was used for the time being, he knew from the name that it would definitely not be garbage. If nothing unexpected happened, it should be at the same level as the divine power. None of the remaining 3 options were the rewards Huo Yuhao wanted. Moreover, Huo Yuhao did not want to do any of these 3 options. There is no need for this. The Holy Spirit Church's Grand Elder should die sooner. So as not to harm the Shrek 7 devils. Don't let the Shrek 7 devils lose their arms and legs again. Huo Yuhao did not think that the Shrek 7 devils had done anything against the will of heaven and earth. Really don't harm them. As for Yan Xiaozhe, who asked you to go? Huo Yuhao said. Put aside the plot of helping others and respect the fate of others. He started. The reward is so rubbish and you still want me to die. What a dream. However, Huo Yuhao really did not expect that this could trigger a choice. Because my martial soul tells me that they are very likely to fall. Huo Yuhao sighed and shook his head. He looked like he was hopeless. Alas, it's a pity. Moon also sighed. Although he wanted to save people, he couldn't. Because Shrek Academy must have a top strong man in charge. Of course, the main reason is that Moon N thinks that the 2 should not perish. After all, there are only so many soul beasts in the Star Do Great Forest that can threaten them. Could it be that the soul beasts in the core area of the Star Do Great Forest will all besiege them for no reason? Moon N doesn't believe it. Besides, Yan Xiaozhe is by his side. At least Xianzi won't be so impulsive. He will consider the consequences before doing anything. Run. We never thought about it, Xianzi snorted coldly. 9 soul rings appeared on his body. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. Purple. Black. 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 Red. He knew. Only a heavy punch would give them a glimmer of hope. Yan Xiaozhe had no other choice. 9 soul rings also appeared on his body. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. Purple. Black. 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 Although there is no 100,000-year soul ring. But he has a complete set of soul bones. Not only that. Xianzi also has a complete set of soul bones. 6 pieces in total. Let's go for it. Xianzi shouted. Wuhuan True Body. Tao Tai Divine Bull. A monster over 30 meters long appeared out of thin air. Horns of a bull and a body of a sheep. Tiger teeth and human claws. Eyes are actually under the armpits. Strong yellow light shines. 9 soul rings turn into halos and hover on the horns. Let's go for it. A real fight. The soul skill that soul masters are most reluctant to use. Wuhuan True Body. Every time it is used, it only means one thing. He is going to fight to the death. The same is true for Yan Xiaozhe. The seventh soul ring shines. Wuhuan true body. Bright phoenix. Yan Xiaozhe's whole body turns golden. Instantly turned into a huge golden phoenix. It looks almost the same size as Xian Zi. The four fierce beasts were about to launch an attack, but they saw Di Tian raised his hand. They retreated silently. There was enough space for the three to go all out. Attack together or one by one. Di Tian walked towards the two step by step, as people from Shrek Academy, Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe would naturally not be polite to Di Tian. The two attacked at the same time. Xian Zi felt that since he had used his martial soul, he would definitely be able to fight Di Tian. At least he could resist Di Tian for a few hours. Even defeat Di Tian. Yan Xiaozhe was thinking, when will Xian Zi run away? Is it really going to be a fight between them? Di Tian didn't have so many ideas. He was mainly afraid that Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe would run away. That's why he let the four fierce beasts hold the line. If they really run away, it would be embarrassing. Will he still have face if it gets out? The beast god Di Tian couldn't stop just two ants. Dragon god Claw, Emperor Tian did not hesitate at all. He went up and used his ultimate move. God-level skill. Dragon god Claw. This move. One must be killed. Emperor Tian attacked Xian Zi, who had activated his martial soul body. After all, he was the biggest target. And the most cumbersome. It was almost impossible to dodge this move. Xian Zi's sky-splitting strike, Xian Zi shouted angrily. The soil seemed to come alive. They all rushed towards Emperor Tian. But is the dragon god claw really that easy to crack? The answer is no. Xian Zi's move did not even slow down Emperor Tian's attack. Dragon god claw. Xian Zi was instantly beaten into human form. His martial soul was instantly blown up. Yan Xiaozhe didn't even have time to help him. Level 98 Super Douluo. Xian Zi. Defeated. Phoenix Light. Yan Xiaozhe knew that if he didn't fight hard, then the two of them would really have to die here. A strong light came on. Di Tian and the four soul beasts quickly covered themselves. This was an attack on the eyes. And it was an attack that Yan Xiaozhe used all his strength. They didn't dare to resist. When the light dissipated, Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe disappeared. Where are they? Chase them, Di Tian roared. He didn't believe it. One was seriously injured and the other was half crippled, could outrun them. That's right. Xian Zi was crippled. One of his hands was broken by the dragon god claw. That was the body that absorbed the soul bone. It was broken just like that. Xuanzi's level also plummeted from level 98 to level 88. He dropped 10 levels. He even lost his first soul ring. This is no different from killing him. Ah! I will definitely take revenge, Xuanzi growled. He stomped his feet hard. He actually fell into it. The two fell directly into a new cave. There is also life force here. It's just not as much as the lake of life. Xuanzi immediately took the opportunity to recover from his injuries. He got his hand back. But he had to clear the damage caused by the dragon god claw before he could take it back. Even if he took it back, his level would not recover much. At least it would be impossible to return to level 98. Xiaozhe, thank you. Xuanzi looked at Yan Xiaozhe, who was exhausted, and thanked him. If he hadn't used the Phoenix Ray, oh, no, it should be called the Phoenix of Light. If he hadn't used this trick, how could the two of them be able to escape successfully? Although Xuanzi didn't know where he ran to, he knew that the two were definitely still in the core area of the Xingdou Great Forest. Because of the power of life. Human. Just then, a voice rang out. Thank you all for the monthly tickets. Although it's useless to me, I still have to kowtow to the readers. Bang! 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 Chapter 63 The Lucky Duo. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xuanzi quickly protected Yan Xiaozhe in front of him. Look around cautiously. Now is his weakest moment. Any 100,000-year soul beast can hold him down and beat him. It's impossible for him not to be cautious. You may lose your life at any time. Yan Xiaozhe. Okay, use me as a shield, right? Do you really think I am a phoenix? I will not be reborn from nirvana. To be honest, he is now very afraid of a 100,000-year soul beast appearing. Yan Xiaozhe is even worse than Xuanzi. All his soul power was exhausted. Even the 2 soul bones on his body were gone. That's right. Yan Xiaozhe used a secret method. Otherwise, with his strength, it would be impossible to stop Tian. The price is to consume all the soul power. Level reduced by 1. And immediately lost 2 soul bones. Unlike broken bones, this will not make Yan Xiaozhe drop 10 levels directly like Xuanzi. At most, the hand that has lost its soul bone will become a little brittle. Of course, even so, Tian still couldn't be stopped. After all, he is fighting against the ceiling of strength. Mainly because Tian was afraid of some conspiracy. So he didn't dare to pursue it directly. What if you fall into the trap and get trapped? Is there anyone else entering the core area of the Star Doe Forest at this time? He has too many worries. Otherwise, he should have just caught up. Instead, choose to protect your eyes. Because once the Silver Dragon King takes action, he will leave. But now the time has not come. Just leave the customs in advance. Leaving quarantine early means that the injury has not fully recovered. The combat power will be greatly reduced. It will even be so weak that it can only defeat Tian instead of crushing Tian. Of course Tian didn't want to. This is also the reason why Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe can survive. That soul beast is hiding in the dark and won't show up. Neither Xuanzi nor Yan Xiaozhe could concentrate on recovering their soul power. I can only recover intermittently. This means that Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe still don't have much soul power to use. Pretend to be a ghost, Xuanzi couldn't bear it. He stamped his foot violently. All those he considers suspicious will be cleared away by him. Golden tortoiseshell. Xuanzi finally saw the owner of that voice. And he happened to know this soul beast. Golden tortoise shell. The golden tortoise shell is known as an auspicious beast. Xuanzi couldn't help but swallowed his saliva. This is a golden tortoise shell. If nothing else, it will definitely be the kind that can break through 200,000 years. Not only that. This thing is even more pitifully rare. If you take this back. That must be a surprise. How could there be a golden tortoise shell without the protection of a powerful soul beast? Ha 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 ha. Golden tortoiseshell might have known what Xuanzi was going to do. Wait. It's useless for you to capture me, because my life force is draining much faster than normal. It's no longer enough for me to enter the level of 200,000 years. Xuanzi couldn't help being stunned when he heard these words. Aren't you only 30,000 years old? You can still live for nearly 170,000 years, but you told me that your life force is passing away at a greatly accelerated rate. Then I have 100 years left, should I hit a wall and die? Although human soul masters practice much faster than soul beasts. But the shortcomings are also obvious. Life. Ordinary soul masters can only live about 100 years. A person who surpasses the title Douluo may live to be 200 years old. The ultimate Douluo is only 300 years old at most. The soul beast can live for thousands or tens of thousands of years at every turn. Even 100,000 years, 1,000,000 years. What a difference. Although it is said that becoming a god has an infinite lifespan, it is difficult to become a god. You know, it is difficult for Xuanzi to achieve his ultimate goal. It's even harder to become a god. Alas, actually I am already 100,000 years old. The golden tortoiseshell sighed, Xuanzi. Yan Xiaozhe. No. 100,000 years. Your body type doesn't even look like it. But this golden hawksbill must be the king among the golden hawksbills. The tortoise shell gold color behind it is extremely even and deep. Even the color in each tortoise shell texture is dark gold. The head is also dark gold. However, it can indeed be seen that its mental state is not very good, its eyes are dull, and it has a feeling of weakness. That's even better. When Xuanzi heard this, he immediately felt that he must capture this golden tortoiseshell. Take it to Shrek Academy and kill the explosive soul ring. Exploding soul bones. Xuanzi has already thought about what to do with this 100,000-year-old golden tortoiseshell. The golden tortoiseshell scolded, "What's good? I'm going to die, but it's okay." "You're so big." After a pause, the golden tortoiseshell said, "There is one thing I want you to help me with." "What's going on?" Xuanzi had already relaxed his vigilance. After all, this 100,000-year-old soul beast is half disabled, and it will definitely lose in a real fight. The reason why we don't take action directly is because Ditian and the others are still outside. If they really fight, they will definitely be discovered. In fact, Xuanzi had more worries, because the golden tortoise shell is here. If it weren't for the golden tortoise shell, the two of them had been discovered long ago. That's right. Xianzi and Yan Xiaozhe were lucky. They happened to run above the hiding place of the golden hawksbill turtle. Otherwise, with Di Tian's ability, he would have found the two of them long ago. This is the ability of the golden hawksbill turtle. Concealing the breath. Of course, normally this concealing breath can only be used by himself. But it is not an ordinary golden hawksbill turtle. It is the king of the golden hawksbill turtle clan. Take me to the human world. The golden hawksbill turtle said seriously, Xianzi, not a buddy. I was still thinking about how to catch you to Shrek Academy, but you gave it to yourself. For nothing. Okay, but we should not be able to leave at the moment. Because I accidentally provoked Di Tian, and was chased by the 5 fierce beasts at the same time, at least I can't leave in a short time. The golden hawksbill turtle's eyes widened when he heard Xianzi's words. It knows how to read every word. But when they are connected together, it feels like it can't read. Golden hawksbill turtle thought that he should report the two people, maybe Emperor Tian would forgive him. He only bit off 1/5 of the gold of the living beings in the Lake of Life. Only Emperor Tian was chasing him. And this Xianzi was actually chased by 5 fierce beasts including Emperor Tian at the same time. Did he take away all the remaining 4/5 of the gold of the living beings? The reason why Golden Hawksbill Turtle thought so was very simple. Xianzi had the breath left after the attack of the Dragon God Claw. That was a magical skill. I have 1/5 of the spring of the Lake of Life in my body. It absorbs my vitality every day. I can't stand it anymore. You swear, after I help you return to the human world, you must use all your strength to help me take out the spring of the Lake of Life. Grit your teeth. Golden Hawksbill Turtle thought he still had to gamble. You can't ask Emperor Tian to help you take it out, right? What? What? Xianzi and Yan Xiaozhe were stunned. No wonder this Golden Hawksbill Turtle looks so weak. It turns out that it has 1/5 of the Lake of Life spring in its body. Taking this back, it will be a real bargain. Chapter 64, There are too many soul skills to use up. They can't be used up. They can't be used up. You are listening at novelfull.audio. No problem, we swear. Xianzi said repeatedly, fearing that Golden Tortoise would suddenly regret it. This is the spring of the Lake of Life. Although it is only 1/5, it is enough for Shrek Academy to build a small lake of life by itself, right? By then, won't it be easy to recover from my injuries? By the way, I have to add one more sentence, you can't hurt me, and you can't let others hurt me. Golden Tortoise added. Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe swore directly without any hesitation. Okay, since you have sworn, then I will help you cover up your breath, ding. Congratulations to the host for completing option 2, the reward, Fierce Beast Encirclement Map X1, has been issued to the host. Hearing the explosive reward, Huo Yuhao knew that Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe were either dead or escaped. Huo Yuhao was more inclined to believe that they were both dead. Could they really escape from the hands of Emperor Tian and the 4 fierce beasts? Huo Yuhao didn't believe it. Unless they were lucky. Until the core disciple selection competition, Huo Yuhao had never seen Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe. Under the pressure of Moon, the Duke of White Tiger had to hand over dozens of soul Douluo. Of course, this is not the end. All the expenses of Shrek Academy to Xinglua Empire in the next competition will be paid by the Duke of White Tiger. Originally, Moon wanted to attack the Duke of White Tiger directly, but the miserable state of Xuanzi and Yan Xiaozhe made him stop. Xuanzi's hand was broken. The level dropped by 10 levels. From the 98th level Super Douluo to the 88th level Soul Douluo. It can be said that it is useless. Yan Xiaozhe was better. He dropped a level and lost 2 soul bones. The 100,000-year soul beast they took out was also lost. But fortunately, they brought back a 100,000-year-old golden tortoise. This made Moon feel better. When Moon N knew that the golden hawksbill turtle had 1/5 of the spring of the lake of life in its body, he was so excited. His vitality was already fading away. Immediately, Moon N used a secret method to peel the spring out of the golden hawksbill turtle's body. And built a new lake of life. Of course, this lake of life is many times smaller than the lake of life in the Star Do Great Forest. Moon N didn't say it, and he didn't ask, so Huo Yuhao didn't know all this. Of course, even if he knew it, it would be useless. Brother Tianmeng, don't sleep anymore, get up and work. Huo Yuhao, who was sitting cross-legged in the dormitory, kicked Tianmeng Ice Silkworm fiercely in the sea of spirit. Can you be gentler? Huo Yuhao smiled. No, who told you to sleep like a pig every day? I'm going to break through the level, you take it easy, understand? As he said that, Huo Yuhao took out the 100,000-year soul ring from the storage space. Tianmeng Ice Silkworm. Ice Emperor. Snow Emperor. They couldn't figure out where Huo Yuhao got the 100,000-year soul ring from. This is a 100,000-year soul ring. Yuhao, I suddenly feel that becoming a god is not a difficult thing. Tianmeng Ice Silkworm sighed, taking out a 100,000-year soul ring to absorb it just because of a disagreement. This is too outrageous. Ice Emperor, Yuhao, are you sure you can absorb this 100,000-year soul ring directly? Ice Emperor's concerns are also Snow Emperor's concerns. To be safe, I suggest you wait. Anyway, your 100,000-year soul ring has no shelf life. Snow Emperor's suggestion is right, but that is for ordinary people. Huo Yuhao is no longer an ordinary person. He has the body of a Phoenix Emperor. The soul ring's tolerance limit is 5 times that of people at the same level. Plus various blessings. Although it is still impossible to absorb the 100,000-year soul ring directly. But it can share the pressure through the Holy Dragon Soul Core and Snow Pill. Not to mention that there are Tianmeng Ice Silkworm, Ice Emperor, and Snow Emperor in his spiritual sea. It's okay, my body's limit is 50,000 years now. Even if you force it to absorb, I still have soul power to share. I'm starting. Huo Yuhao didn't say too much nonsense and started to absorb this 100,000-year soul ring directly. This is the 5th soul ring of his Lingmo martial soul. It is also the 2nd soul ring over 100,000 years old besides the 1st soul ring. Breakthrough. Level 51. Breakthrough. Level 52. Breakthrough. Level 53. In just a moment. Huo Yuhao broke through 3 levels in a row. But it's not over yet. Because this is the soul power that Huo Yuhao has accumulated before. Absorption of 100,000-year soul ring. This has just begun. Holy Dragon Soul Ring. Snow Dan Soul Core. The two soul rings are running fast. Crazy absorption of the soul power of this 100,000-year soul ring. In just a moment, Huo Yuhao breaks through another level. Breakthrough. Level 54. And the Snow Pill already has the soul power of the Snow Queen. When the two soul powers are absorbed together, Huo Yuhao's level breaks through 2 levels in a row. Breakthrough. Level 55. Breakthrough. Level 56. Is this the end? Wrong. During this period of time, the soul power accumulated by Huo Yuhao has long been more than 3 levels. Breakthrough. Level 57. Breakthrough. Level 58. Level reached the terrifying level 58. You know, Huo Yuhao is still very young. He is now enough to sweep away all his peers. Even all his peers combined cannot beat Huo Yuhao. This is not arrogance. But Huo Yuhao's strength has reached an extremely terrifying level. There are more than 30 soul skills alone. He is only 5 rings. A normal 5-ring soul master has at most 11 soul skills at this time. And that is with a full set of soul bones. But who has a normal 5-ring soul master soul bone? So in most cases, there are only 5 soul skills. And Huo Yuhao has more than 30. This is not the limit. Because Huo Yuhao also has combo skills. Any 2 skills can be put together. At least hundreds of combo skills can be put together. Maybe the soul power is used up, but the combo skills are not used up. This is very scary. Huo Yuhao does not have to worry about being targeted after the information is leaked. He can even use different soul skills in every battle. Not to mention that Huo Yuhao has a supernatural skill. Copy. Unlimited copy. Theoretically, he can copy the copies of all soul masters in the continent. Breakthrough again. Level 59. Let me lend you a helping hand. Xue Di felt that it was a pity to be stuck at level 50. Directly mobilize her own source power. Bing Di did the same after seeing this. Breakthrough. Level 60. Half-step Soul Emperor. The 100,000-year soul ring was also completely absorbed. Huo Yuhao also absorbed a large part of the first source of Tianmeng Ice Silkworm. Huo Yuhao's mental power reached a terrifying 20,000 points. Directly soared by more than 10,000 points of mental power. Comparable to the mental power of Soul Douluo. Far beyond the mental power of Soul Saint. The mental power of a normal soul saint is only more than 6,000 points. And Huo Yuhao's mental power is nearly 3 times. Of course, when a soul sage releases his martial soul, his current spiritual power will double, so if they really fight, Huo Yuhao will only have more than 8,000 spiritual power over a soul sage. It is now evening, and Huo Yuhao is about to go out to grill fish, but the door rings. A female voice came from outside the door. Huo Yuhao, are you there? Chapter 65 Huo Yuhao, My Damn Charm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Is this your attitude of asking for help? Huo Yuhao said with some displeasure. Zhu Lu came to ask him in person, but this is her attitude. Huo Yuhao felt that Zhu Lu was just teasing him. That's right, it was Zhu Lu who knocked on the door. Although Huo Yuhao didn't know why Zhu Lu asked him, if it was delivered to him, he would rather not take it. You're right. The blood of the Zhu family inherited by Zhu Lu is quite pure. Her energetic body was wrapped in a black tight leather jacket. The black tight leather jacket just emphasized the fullness of the front. And the roundness and firmness of the back. Zhu Lu looked at the one in front of her and looked embarrassed. Forget it if it doesn't work, you can go by yourself. Huo Yuhao waved his hand, indicated that Zhu Lu could leave, but since Zhu Lu came here, she would not return empty-handed. I can do it. Ding. Choose to trigger. You were planning to go out to grill fish, but Zhu Lu found you in the middle of the night and hoped that you could forgive Zhu Jiao. How would you choose? Option 1, pure and innocent, decisive rejection. Still want your forgiveness? Go and have fun. Completion reward, 2000-year soul ring for Cats X1. Option 2, consider it. She came to your door in the middle of the night to ask you to forgive Zhu Jiao, forgive Zhu Jiao. Completion reward, Saint Mother's Heart X1. Option 3, you don't want Zhu Jia either, you can forgive, but you have to play a little more. Let her contact Dai Huabin with the soul guide communicator and call you. Then forgive Zhu Jia. Completion reward, martial soul fusion skill. Option 4, do you want to become stronger, forgive Zhu Jia, and help her become stronger through the evil fire in your body, so that her soul power level can be improved. Completion reward, master the power of evil fire. Huo Yuhao heard Zhu Lu's answer, but he didn't have time to reply for the time being. Because the option popped up. Stay at home. Options come from the sky. Huo Yuhao was dumbfounded. As expected. He was still too attractive. This damn charm. After glancing at Zhu Lu, Huo Yuhao glanced at the reward again. Controlling the power of evil fire is a must. Not taking it is not possible. Huo Yuhao's previous reward for helping Ma Xiaotao vent the evil fire. The evil fire is on the body. Huo Yuhao also has evil fire in his body. Although Huo Yuhao's ultimate ice can suppress it. But it is not a long-term solution after all. And now the power to control the evil fire has exploded. Huo Yuhao has to take it even if he wants to. What if it doesn't explode later? Then Huo Yuhao can only go to the yin-yang eye of ice and fire to get the fairy grass. Only in this way can the problem of evil fire be solved. Of course, Huo Yuhao is different from Ma Xiaotao. Huo Yuhao's evil fire will not make him lose his mind, but will make his own combat power soar. But the shortcomings are also obvious. He was almost killed by Ma Xiaotao's men. Fortunately, Ma Xiaotao is a soul emperor. What if it was someone of a lower level? Can he really withstand it? Huo Yuhao didn't even dare to think about it. So he must take the power to control the evil fire. Of course, forgiving the Zhu family does not mean that Huo Yuhao will not kill Zhu family members in the future. Even if he forgave, it doesn't matter. After all, the main force that ambushed him came from the Dai family. What does it have to do with the Zhu family? That's right, Huo Yuhao didn't think about Wu Feng at all. He didn't think about the 9 treasures glazed sect. Or he didn't think Wu Feng could find a soul Douluo level strongman at all. The main reason is that the White Tiger Duke's mansion didn't refute it. It admitted that 5 soul kings, 1 soul emperor, and 1 soul Douluo died here. So he determined that the soul Douluo was from the Dai family, the White Tiger Duke's mansion. He was also misled by the information. But it's harmless, anyway, someone is taking the blame. If it weren't for Xian Zi and Yan Xiaozhe suddenly going crazy. They ran to the Xingdou Great Forest to be killed. Now the White Tiger Duke's mansion is probably razed to the ground. What a pity. Otherwise, maybe Huo Yuhao could trigger Dai Huabin's option again. Explode a White Tiger Fission, and an Evil Tiger 10,000 Souls banner. Too late, you can do it but I can't. Huo Yuhao said, and after hearing what Huo Yuhao said, Zhu Lu felt like the sky was falling. It's no longer a secret who Huo Yuhao's teacher is. At least for her. For her, a member of the Zhu family. She knows very well. Huo Yuhao's teacher is a level 99 extreme Douluo. And now Huo Yuhao doesn't forgive the Zhu family. This means the Zhu family will also be included in the list. This will cause a devastating blow to the Zhu family. It may even make the Zhu family disappear completely from the Douluo continent. This consequence is not something she can bear. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 1. The reward, 2000-year soul ring of Cat X1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Shentian Baolu's true, soul skill secret combination skill, blue hair X1, convincing people with reason X1, 5000-year white tiger soul bone X1, red dragon tail X1, phoenix armament, 10,000-year fire attribute soul bone X1, fierce beast encirclement map X1, 2000-year soul ring of cat X1. After hearing the prompt, Huo Yuhao was about to say something to Zhu Lu. But he didn't expect Zhu Lu to speak directly. Huo Yuhao, who was equipped with the true ghost shadow mistake, couldn't dodge it. Is this the passive skill of the ghost shadow mistake? Huo Yuhao seemed to understand the correct use of the true ghost shadow mistake. Is it okay now? Zhu Lu licked the corner of her mouth. I will do whatever you want me to do. Really? Huo Yuhao smiled. Zhu Lu nodded affirmatively, really. Well, use the soul guide communicator to contact Dai Huabin. Huo Yuhao took out the soul guide communicator from Zhu Lu and handed it to her. Ah. Zhu Lu didn't understand Huo Yuhao's operation for a while. Dai Huabin and I have nothing to do with each other, isn't this bad? Huo Yuhao spread his hands. What's wrong with that? What he said doesn't count. Do you really think he can make the decision? To be honest, I guess he doesn't even admit what he said before, right? Of course. After all, Huo Yuhao controlled him to say those words. It's impossible for Dai Huabin to admit it. Just when Zhu Lu was about to contact Dai Huabin, the soul guide communicator in her hand rang. It was Dai Huabin calling. He called. Zhu Lu showed it to Huo Yuhao. Huo Yuhao nodded, please answer it. After the call was connected, Dai Huabin's voice came, Zhu Lu, I was wrong, please forgive me. Huo Yuhao was a little surprised. He originally thought that Dai Huabin had something to do with Zhu Lu, but he actually admitted his mistake. Isn't this too outrageous? Didn't Dai Huabin dislike Zhu Lu? Huo Yuhao couldn't figure it out. But it doesn't matter. Wouldn't it be more fun this way? Ah! Zhu Lu was about to speak, but suddenly cried out. What's wrong with you? Who hit you? Hearing Zhu Lu's cry, Dai Huabin's tone became a little anxious. It seemed that Zhu Lu really felt that she was beaten. No. It's okay. Zhu Lu said with a trembling voice. Is it really okay? Dai Huabin asked with some concern. He faintly heard someone seem to be beating Zhu Lu. He didn't like Zhu Lu before because he had never lost her. Now that he has lost her, he regrets it. Ah. No. No. Chapter 66 Can I really become stronger after eating this? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 66 Can eating this really make me stronger? Who hit you? Dai Huabin said angrily. This time he heard clearly. Someone is indeed attacking Zhu Lu. The beating made Zhu Lu almost cry. Dai Huabin is really anxious. Urgent. Urgent. The king is not as anxious as he is now. Especially when I heard that Zhu Lu was beaten. He was really distressed. Dai Huabin tried to search for Zhu Lu's location. But all in vain. He can no longer mobilize the people sent by Duke White Tiger to protect him. He didn't dare to disconnect directly. He also tried asking where Zhu Lu was, but Zhu Lu seemed to be unable to reply. No matter what Dai Huabin says. Zhu Lu didn't even come back. No. Just when Dai Huabin was rejoicing, Zhu Lu finally spoke. But this sentence made Dai Huabin dumbfounded. What the hell? Dai Huabin didn't say anything more and just listened silently, but Dai Huabin was quickly confused. No. No. Dai Huabin didn't know whether he was angry or something. Dai Huabin clenched his fists. He gritted his teeth and swore, you have a way to die. I will definitely kill you. He really didn't expect it. He slammed the soul guide communicator onto the ground with all his strength. Run towards the dormitory. He knows. With his current strength. Not enough, only you are stronger. Only then do you have the right to speak. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 3. The reward, Martial Soul Fusion Skill, has been issued to the host. Martial Spirit Contact has been automatically established. Can be cut off automatically. While Dai Huabin was working hard, Huo Yuhao also completed option 3. Martial Soul Fusion Skills. That's right. Huo Yuhao and Zhu Lu's fusion skill of Huo Yuhao's martial soul. But Huo Yuhao felt that it might be useless. Because Zhu Lu is only over level 20 now. And Huo Yuhao is at level 60. The gap between the two is really huge. Therefore, even if Huo Yuhao and Zhu Lu use their martial soul fusion skills, their power may still be average. There is a high probability that you won't be able to use the martial soul fusion technique where 1 + 1 is greater than 2. Huh. Why do I feel like I have an extra connection with you? Zhu Lu raised her head. Don't worry. Huo Yuhao cut off the connection between the two spirits and said calmly, at least Zhu Lu won't be able to use it until he strengthens it. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 2. The reward, Mother's Heart X1, has been issued to the host. Storage Space, Xiantian Baolu Zhen, Soul Skill Secret Method Combination Skill, Blue Hair X1, Convincing People with Reason X1, 5,000-year-old White Tiger Soul Bone X1, Red Dragon Tail X1, Phoenix Armed, 10,000-year Fire Attribute Soul Bone X1, Surrounded by Ferocious Beasts X1, Cat 2,000-year Soul Ring X1, Holy Mother's Heart X1. Huo Yuhao curiously checked the Holy Mother's heart, then, Huo Yuhao. What an incredible buff. After changing into the heart of the Holy Mother, I will be dedicated to doing good. What virgin is alive? The kind who can't do any bad things. Huo Yuhao really didn't hold back. Do you look like a good person? He actually blew something like this up on himself. I don't want to become stronger. Huo Yuhao. Didn't you say you wanted to become stronger? Are you still regretting it, that he really didn't expect that Zhu Lu couldn't stand it anymore? You really don't want to become stronger? You've endured it for so long, do you really not want the chance to improve your level? That's an opportunity for you to break through the level. Give up now, everything ahead will be in vain, Huo Yuhao said. He is really persuading. What he said is true. Not lying to Zhu Lu. Zhu Lu gritted her teeth and nodded vigorously. I can do it. That when Huo Yuhao saw that Zhu Lu had recovered, he said no more. How many levels can you level up? It depends on now, Huo Yuhao said. Breakthrough. Level 27. Breakthrough. Level 28. Breakthrough. Level 29. After breaking 3 levels in a row, it finally stopped. It takes less than 1 night. Zhu Lu actually improved by 3 levels. If only this were said. I'm afraid no one will believe it. More people may guess whether Zhu Lu took the elixir. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 4. The reward, Mastering the Power of Evil Fire, has been issued to the host. Huo Yuhao felt instantly comfortable. I can finally control the evil fire. There's no feeling like I'm about to go berserk at any moment. Fortunately not. Otherwise, Zhu Lu might be the first. The souls of the dead. After all, she was only level 26 before this. I didn't lie to you, did I? Huo Yuhao said. No. I've really become stronger. Zhu Yan looked happy and thoughtful. She thought it was Huo Yuhao who told her to make it up. As a result, the level actually improved. The improvement is still a full 3 levels. Goodbye, I'm really afraid of sending you away. Huo Yuhao saw Zhu Lu's eyes and waved his hands repeatedly. That's it. Zhu Lu stood up. Huo Yuhao helped her helplessly. It's really weak, but it's normal, after all, he's a newbie. Huo Yuhao can still understand. Just sleep here, don't go back. Zhu Lu nodded slightly and lay quietly on the new bed. Huo Yuhao went to the night city of Shrek Academy and bought some food. The two were eating. Suddenly the door was pushed open. The group is introducing. Chapter 67, Get close to the opponent and use your ultimate skill. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 68, Cheer Up. Huo Yuhao and Zhu Lu looked towards the door. It's no one else coming in. It was Huo Yuhao's roommate, Wang Dong. Or Wang Donger. I'm sorry, maybe. I came at the wrong time. Seeing this scene, Wang Dong took a step back and planned to close the door and leave. No, you came just in time. Huo Yuhao took out the last packed midnight snack. Fighting spirit area, the trials for the reserve team are still a big fight. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade core disciples of the martial arts department and the soul guidance department will participate. 28 people, 7 were left in the end. Among the contestants, there are only 3 4th ring soul sects in total, and most of the others are 3rd and 2nd ring soul sections. Originally, this trial was supposed to be held when Huo Yuhao reached 2nd grade, but due to various reasons, it was moved forward. At this time, Dai Huabin's soul power was only level 35. Huo Yuhao, Wang Dong, Xiao Xiao and newcomer Zhu Lu stood together. Dai Huabin looked at Zhu Lu dumbfounded. She really fell in love with Huo Yuhao. A cold light flashed in Dai Huabin's eyes, but he can't do anything. If his mother hadn't interceded for him, I'm afraid he would have been beaten to death by his father, Duke White Tiger. After all, if it weren't for him, the White Tiger Duke's palace wouldn't have lost so many contras. It's impossible to cover all the expenses during Shrek Academy's next competition. His status as a core disciple was originally going to be lost, but his mother, the Duchess, secretly used her connections to help him keep it. Seeing that Xuanzi was still alive, Huo Yuhao's eyes flashed with surprise. He originally thought Xuanzi had died. Not even dead. He is worthy of being the supreme elder of the Holy Spirit sect. He was able to escape from the hands of the 5 ferocious beasts. The big battle began, and Huo Yuhao won the first place without any pressure. Defeat all opponents simply and rudely. In the end, the remaining 7 people are Huo Yuhao, Wang Dong, Xiao Xiao, Ning Tian, Wu Feng, Zhu Lu and Beibei. Dai Huabin was the first to be defeated by Huo Yuhao. Next is Su Sancher. As for Jiang Nan Nan, He Kaitu and others were instantly killed by the range. Then Xuanzi began to talk at length. This kind of assessment is not a chaos, but a common occurrence in the inner courtyard. If you can't even react to this, then what qualifications do you have to join the inner court? Do you know? Did the inner courtyard disciples ever face any kind of situation back then? That year, 12 inner courtyard disciples got separated from their teacher. Facing 100,000-year-old soul beast in that situation. 12 people died in the battle, 8 people died. 4 people survived in the end. The 4 people who survived are now the top beings in the inner court. One of them even obtained 100,000-year soul ring and soul bone. Even in the academy, you have to face life and death crises at any time. That's the only way. Only can you become a truly strong person. Hearing these words, Huo Yuhao really didn't hold back. Who got separated from the 12 inner court disciples? Let me guess. It can't be you, right? Huo Yuhao slapped his face and opened his mouth. Otherwise, Huo Yuhao would be sorry for the 100,000-year-old soul beast that got lost with him. Damn it! My 100,000-year-old soul beast is gone like this. Everyone who was originally planning to leave stopped when they heard Huo Yuhao's words. Look at Xuanzi. They were also curious about who was separated from the 12 inner court disciples. All 12 of them are together. How come they got separated? Isn't the teacher lost? Shouldn't it be that the teacher is lost? How could they be separated? They can't understand. Don't say it's them. Huo Yuhao couldn't understand either. What the hell? Can a titled Douluo get lost? It's really off the mark. Did you really not run away on purpose? If you say you ran away on purpose, then Huo Yuhao would still understand. After all, he is the supreme elder of the Holy Spirit sect. Isn't it reasonable to run away and then have 100,000-year soul beast come back and kill a few inner court disciples? You. Xuanzi couldn't even answer this simple question. That's right. At the beginning, he was the leading teacher of the 12 inner court disciples who faced the 100,000-year soul beast. It's him. 8 of the 12 inner court disciples died. This is the biggest casualty in Shrek Academy. Huo Yuhao knew that if it hadn't been for this time, Xuanzi would have been in power. Became the new Poseidon Pavilion Master. Fortunately not. Otherwise, the inner court disciples of Shrek Academy will really suffer. Why does no one blame him? Indeed, no one blames him. Ghosts are not people. Huo Yuhao has finally seen what crocodile tears are. According to Shrek Academy's standards, every inner court disciple will eventually become a titled Douluo. But you didn't do anything. 'Cause their lives were in vain, Huo Yuhao felt that Shrek Academy was hopeless. Wait until he becomes banned. It must change. Just tear it down and start over again. It was obvious that more titled Douluo could be cultivated, but I don't know how many future titled Douluo died because of this broken academy. Even now, several people still die every year. Huo Yuhao's voice was not full of emotion, but his words remained in everyone's heart forever. Just when Huo Yuhao thought Xianzi was going to defend himself, Xianzi knelt down. You're right. You're right. Everyone had never expected it to turn out like this, and for a moment they didn't know whether to leave or stay. To be honest, Huo Yuhao didn't expect Xianzi to admit his mistake. It's good to know, change it, don't make a big mistake again. After saying this, Huo Yuhao turned and left. He didn't need to listen to the rest, the 7 of them were the reserve team to watch the game. Huo Yuhao, I want to talk to you alone. He Kaitu came out from the side and stopped Huo Yuhao, who was about to go back to the dormitory. What can we talk about? We don't seem to know each other. Huo Yuhao raised his eyebrows. He seemed to have never come into contact with this remnant of the former dynasty of the Sun and Moon Empire from beginning to end. What did this guy want to do with him? He Kaitu was about to say something. Huo Yuhao interrupted impatiently. I don't want to hear your story, and I'm not interested. Go play, don't bother me. Huo Yuhao probably knew what he was going to say. This guy saw that he had become a core disciple of the Soul Guidance Department and was still so strong. He probably wanted to join the so-called extreme single soldier plan and then use his own strength to avenge him. If it was the original Huo Yuhao, he would probably agree, but the original Huo Yuhao had died long ago. The current Huo Yuhao is not a good man. What does it have to do with me if your whole family died? You want to tell me that I have a good talent and can be an extreme single soldier. You will assist me during this period. You want me to help you after you become one, right? That he Kaitu looked at Huo Yuhao and suddenly felt cold in his heart. Could it be, just when he Kaitu was still wondering if Huo Yuhao knew something? Huo Yuhao turned around and left. He is not a good person, but he still has some bottom line. He is afraid that the sun and moon explosion will reappear. Chapter 68 Huo Yuhao, keep a low profile, keep a low profile. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 69 Huo Yuhao, keep a low profile. Be located. A few days later, Huo Yuhao and 7 others came to the assessment area, but they found that 7 other people had arrived earlier than them. The school uniforms they wear are all blood red. Among the 7 people, Huo Yuhao only knew Ma Xiaotao. It's the kind of person who understands deeply. Today, Ma Xiaotao's long hair was neatly combed into a ponytail, looking neat and tidy. Huo Yuhao saw her, and she naturally saw Huo Yuhao. The corners of his mouth raised slightly, revealing a malicious smile. Huo Yuhao recalled the memory of Ma Xiaotao begging him and smiled back. The 6 inner courtyard disciples next to Ma Xiaotao were 4 men and 2 women. They look almost the same age as her. They're all here. You must have guessed it. Yes, they are the main players and substitutes for the competition. I called you here today to let you get to know each other. The other thing is, let you get familiar with each other's abilities. Okay, let's introduce each other. Let's start with the reserve team. After Xuanzi finished speaking, Wang Dong was the first to come out. Wang Dong, a first-year freshman in the outer courtyard, a level 30 attack spirit master, that everyone in the inner courtyard. Freshman. Level 30. What's going on? Is Mr. Xian crazy? What is he going to do? Just when they thought this was just an exception, they heard Xiao Xiao say, Xiao Xiao, a first-year freshman in the outer courtyard, a 28th level control system war spirit master, freshman again. 2 already. Is there a third one? Ning Tian said, Ning Tian, a first-year freshman in the outer college, a 33rd level auxiliary system weapon soul master, really. The eyes of the disciples in the inner courtyard widened. I didn't expect that there would be so many first-year students on the reserve team. To know. When they were in first grade, they were only in their 20s. Are the current freshmen already so scary? Starting at level 28 and up. Wu Feng said, Wu Feng, a first-year freshman in the outer courtyard, a level 28 attack spirit master, Zhu Lu said, Zhu Lu, a first-year freshman in the outer courtyard, a level 29 agility and attack system war spirit master, they are all first-year students, all above level 28. To be honest, they're used to it. Bebe introduced, Bebe, 4th grade in the outer courtyard, 40-level assault-type soul sect. Just when they thought that the last person left was also in the 4th grade or above, Huo Yuhao slapped them hard in the face again. Huo Yuhao said, Huo Yuhao, a first-year freshman in the outer college, a half-step soul emperor of the 60-level control system, that's it, etc. What did he just say? Was he just a first-year freshman from another college? Everyone in the inner courtyard just felt that their ears were not working properly. He actually heard it wrong. How can a first-year student reach level 60? If that's true, then all the years of training he has put into practicing on dogs. Huo Yuhao, are you really level 60? Xuanzi asked. He didn't know much information about Huo Yuhao. He only knew that Huo Yuhao was very talented and his twin martial arts souls were the ultimate. What did he hear now? Level 60. Level 60. None of the disciples in the inner courtyard are level 60. How talented is this? This is an incredible amount of talent. Didn't it say that after level 30 of the ultimate martial spirit, the speed of cultivation will be reduced? This lowers the hammer. In Huo Yuhao's body, Xuanzi could not see any reduction in his cultivation speed. Huo Yuhao snapped his fingers, and 5 soul rings appeared. Black. 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 Red. Xuanzi. Ma Xiaotao. Xiao Xiao. Everyone present. What did they see? First-year students have 5 soul rings. Even 4 black and 1 red. 100,000-year soul ring. Even their dean. Yan Xiaozhe doesn't even have 100,000-year soul ring. This is too outrageous. In terms of soul ring configuration, even ordinary title Douluo are not as strong as him. But that is the soul ring configuration after level 50. In other words, Huo Yuhao's soul ring configuration at level 50 exceeds the soul ring configuration of title Douluo in the later stage. Originally, Huo Yuhao wanted to get 200,000-year soul rings. But after thinking about it, I decided it would be better to keep a low profile, so I changed it to this configuration, but he didn't expect that they would still yell at him for being so inferior. No wonder Mr. Mu values you so much. Xuanzi finally understood why Muan protected Huo Yuhao so much. You have this talent. If it were him, he would protect me too. This is impossible without protection. Okay, they have finished their introductions, you can introduce them. Xuanzi suppressed his emotions and said to everyone in the inner courtyard, and from the inner courtyard, the first one to come out was Ma Xiaotao. At this time, she was much calmer than before. Ma Xiaotao, inner courtyard, level 69 assault system soul emperor. After that battle, she became stronger than before. She has consumed Huo Yuhao's power. Only then did he break 2 levels in a row. Reached level 69. It sounded very strong, but when compared with Huo Yuhao, everyone thought it was very normal. Ma Xiaotao is less than 20 years old. And Huo Yuhao is less than 20 years old. The difference between the two is only 9 levels. Ma Xiaotao retreated after the introduction. Male student walked out of the inner court disciples and said with a smile, Chen Zifeng, inner court, level 56 assault system Soul King. After Chen Zifeng stepped back, a female student came out next. He looks very ordinary in appearance, has an average build, and has short hair. Even the sound is ordinary. Looking from left to right, he looks like an ordinary person without soul power. The ordinary person said, Cici, in the inner courtyard, the 55th level agility attack type War Spirit King. The 4th person who came out was still a female student. Compared to the ordinary Cici who almost disappeared after the introduction, she was much more beautiful. But she has a cool beauty, which is completely different from Ma Xiaotao's hotness. Ling Luochen, the 54th level control type War Soul King in the inner courtyard. This is the first control system among the inner court disciples. The 5th person is a thin male student. He is about 1.6 meters tall, with a slender figure, but a pair of bright eyes. Yao Haoshuan, inner court, level 54, control and auxiliary fighting spirit king. Control the auxiliary system. It's almost the same as Huo Yuhao's starting position. Able to control and assist. The 6th person is a handsome male student. Yes, a handsome male student. You can change the word and be more direct, boy and girl, even his voice is soft. Gong Yangma, inner court, 58th level auxiliary fighting soul king. No one in the reserve team expected that in the official team, there would be few who were higher than Huo Yuhao. If you don't count the last one who hasn't appeared yet, only Ma Xiaotao has surpassed Huo Yuhao. The last student is also a male. Huo Yuhao recognized him without him having to introduce himself. He is Dai Yuehen. Dai Huabin's brother. Dai Yuehen, inner court, level 64 assault system Soul Emperor. Byte. Choose to trigger. Introduction to the group. Chapter 69 Ma Xiaotao. Okay, let's play it this way, eh. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 70 Ma Xiaotao. Okay, let's play it this way, right. When the regular team and the reserve team were reporting their names to each other, Dai Yuhen noticed you. He also suffered because of what happened between you and Dai Huabin, so he was very upset with you and wanted to get rid of you. Option 1, choose to forgive. He just wanted to get rid of you, but he didn't dare to do it. Let him kowtow, and the matter will be over. Forgive him. Completion reward, 10,000 year white tiger soul bone x1. Option 2, start in public. He dared to be upset with you. Fry up his brother's ex-fiancée in front of him. Completion reward, spirit eye illusion evolution. Option 3, tread on thin ice. His father is the White Tiger Duke. His death will inevitably cause the White Tiger Duke's wrath, but you can defeat him and break his pride. Completion reward, melting ring x1. Option 4, ruthless and talkative. Don't talk nonsense, kill him immediately. Completion reward, evil tiger transformation. Hearing the options, Huo Yuhao smiled. The options of the two brothers of the Dai family are so good. They just met, and they got an option just by telling each other their names. It's so cool. The reward from the Soul Emperor is pretty good. A 10,000-year soul bone should be double that of a 5,000-year soul bone. The Soul Emperor is about 30 levels higher than the Soul Lord, which is half, which is okay. The reward is average, but this one is easier to complete, which is understandable. After all, it's free. The second option is a bit bold, and Huo Yuhao really can't lose face, but this reward is really good. If it weren't for the old man Xian Zi, Huo Yuhao would have completed it fiercely. His spirit eye illusion is enough to control everyone present except Xian Zi. What a pity. Xian Zi. You deserve to die. He didn't dare to imagine how tricky the spirit eye illusion would be after it evolved. There is only one that has evolved so far. The killing field has evolved into the killing field. Although it only adds an effect, it makes this field terrifyingly strong. If the spirit eye's illusion has an effect, wouldn't it be enough to defy the heavens? You know, the spirit eye's illusion is already ridiculously strong. Huo Yuhao is only level 60, but he can control all the inner court disciples present by himself. He doesn't even need to use the soul skills of the Ice Emperor and the Snow Emperor. And this is just a small skill given at the beginning. Although I don't know what the third reward, the melting ring, is for, I know it's awesome just by hearing the name. It should be on the same level as the exploding ring. Huo Yuhao has experienced how awesome the exploding ring is. It can also explode an evil tiger transformation. Could it be transformed into an evil tiger? Dai Yuhan narrowed his eyes slightly, and a hint of murderous intent flashed across his eyes. The Duchess has 2 biological sons in total. The eldest son is the White Tiger Duke's son. The future White Tiger Duke's heir. Dai Huabin's talent is so good, but he always lives under his shadow. Dai Yuhan looked at Zhu Lu with a displeased look on his face. He wanted to say something, but he held back. After all, it was Dai Huabin who said that, so it would be bad for him to interfere. The next step was for both sides to introduce their soul skills to each other. Both sides introduced their general abilities. Huo Yuhao, of course, reported a complete set of copied soul skills. He would not be so stupid as to expose his copy and paste. Otherwise, it would be bad if others also went to the far north to kill the mirror beasts. The far north is already his territory. Only he can kill the soul beasts there. Bah, I was wrong, they are all his family members. These 2 mirror beasts also volunteered to sacrifice to him. Huo Yuhao kept their souls. They will be resurrected later. You should now have a basic understanding of each other's abilities. Next, let's have a friendly match. Only in battle can we better understand each other's abilities. Ma Xiaotao, Dai Yuhan, each of you leads a team. Ma Xiaotao can choose at most 2 regular teammates, but you can choose first. Dai Yuhan, you will choose later, but you can choose 3 regular teammates, and the rest are candidates. After Xianzi finished speaking, Ma Xiaotao took the lead and walked to Huo Yuhao. First, I want Huo Yuhao. Ma Xiaotao chose Huo Yuhao without any hesitation. Everyone thought there was no problem. After all, Huo Yuhao was currently the strongest one in the reserve team. The second one I choose. Ling Luochen. Ling Luochen. Dai Yuhan. The rest of the inner courtyard? Who doesn't know that Ma Xiaotao and Ling Luochen have a bad relationship? But Ma Xiaotao actually chose Ling Luochen as the second one. What's going on? Could it be that the 2 of them have reconciled? Although Ling Luochen was very resistant, he couldn't say anything, silently walked to Ma Xiaotao's team, but stood at the edge. The third one, Xiao Xiao. The fourth one, Wang Dong. The fifth one, Zhu Lu. The sixth one, Ning Tian. Ma Xiaotao quickly selected the remaining people, except Ling Luochen. All of them were selected from the reserve team. Now not only the people in the inner courtyard were confused. Even Xuanzi was confused by Ma Xiaotao's selection. The remaining 4 people are only around level 30. Some are not even level 30. How can they win? Dai Yuhan smiled. He thought Ma Xiaotao was going to give up. She had only 2 regular players. Even if Huo Yuhao was counted as a regular teammate, there were only 3. On his side, there were 5. He was a soul emperor. His teammates had 4 soul kings. There was even a soul sect. This level was already overwhelming. How could they lose? Ma Xiaotao's team was Ma Xiaotao, Huo Yuhao, Ling Luochen, Xiao Xiao, Wang Dong, Zhu Lu, Ning Tian. Dai Yuehen's team was Dai Yuehen, Chen Zifeng, Cici the ordinary person, Gong Yangma the male lady, Yao Haoshuan the thin dog, Bei Bei, Wu Feng. Each side had 7 players. Xuanzi felt that Dai Huabin had a better chance of winning. After all, he had 5 regular players. Okay, now that you have chosen, then you can start making arrangements. In 10 minutes, the battle will begin. The losing party will shout. Xianzi was about to say the punishment for failure when he heard Huo Yuhao say, "Old Deng, let us decide the punishment ourselves." Xianzi was about to say who to call Old Deng, but when he saw that the speaker was Huo Yuhao, he could only shut his mouth helplessly. "It's old, you decide it yourself. Who made me lose someone else's 100,000-year soul beast? Although I brought back a golden hawksbill turtle, this soul beast is not suitable to be killed. It will affect my luck. Besides, this soul beast is different from Zhu Xiaoshui, it can continue to grow. It can grow to at least 200,000 years. It would be a loss to kill it now. Dai Yuhan, why don't the captain of the losing party kowtow to apologize to the other side?" Huo Yuhao showed a provocative look. "Ma Xiaotao, that why not you kowtow?" Okay, this is how to play it, right?" Dai Yuhan smiled. He was just worried about not being able to find a way to deal with Huo Yuhao. And it came to him right away. Chapter 73 Punches to Shatter Your Dream. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 71 3 Punches, Shatter Your Dream. Okay. But it's you who have to kowtow. Dai Yueheng said. Then you have to kowtow 3 times. Huo Yuhao covered his mouth with his hands and tried not to laugh. Good, Xuanzi didn't stop him too much, after all, it didn't involve life danger. The 2 sides retreated and stood on the edge of the assessment area. Dai Yueheng began to discuss how to fight next. Huo Yuhao, on the other hand, talked about what to eat after the fight. 10 minutes are up, and Dai Yueheng is ready. Okay, let's begin. As long as I'm here, don't hold back, just go all out. After Xuanzi said these words, Dai Yueheng immediately started moving. Ordinary Cici rushed out first. That speed was actually faster than Dai Yueheng. The naked eye cannot capture her figure. However, Huo Yuhao has mental detection. At this speed, Huo Yuhao can still detect it. And Dai Yueheng actually spread a pair of dazzling wings. Compared with Wang Dong's light goddess butterfly wings, they are almost the same. The color of those broad wings is exactly the same as the rainbow. The rainbow is made up of 7 colors, red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, indigo, and purple. And his wings are also 7 colors, red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple. The moment he flew up, it was like a rainbow soaring in the sky. And the owner of these wings is none other than Gong Yangmo. Even his hair turned into 7 colors. There is an extra layer of white scales on the skin. The whole person looks like the rainbow bird. It's just that his feet are different from those of the bird. Instead, they have become thicker. Dai Yueheng also released the White Tiger martial spirit unique to the White Tiger Duke's mansion. Chen Zifeng is on his left. Bei is on his right. And the thin dogs Yao Haoshuan and Wu Feng are behind Dai Yueheng. On the other hand, look at Huo Yuhao. Ling Luochen and Ma Xiaotao stood at the front, while Huo Yuhao stood behind them. Xiao Xiao, Wang Dong, Zhu Lu, and Ning Tian stood behind Huo Yuhao. The 7 treasures turned out to be Liuli. Ning Tian used amplification alone for Huo Yuhao. And Huo Yuhao's hands were behind Ling Luochen and Ma Xiaotao. This had been communicated in advance, so Ling Luochen didn't react at all. Still acceptable. The power of ice poured into Ling Luochen's body. Suddenly she felt that she had become several times stronger. It turned out to be the ultimate ice. Ling Luochen had no idea that Huo Yuhao was the ultimate ice. Her ice element has become the ultimate ice element. This experience is unprecedented. Although it was only for a short time, during this period she was able to release the power of ultimate ice. This is the ultimate Soul King level ice. The staff created by Ling Luochen's first soul skill was raised high and pointed towards the air. The whole person is covered in ice blue. Then, a blue light shot into the sky. Instantly attacked Dai Yueheng and others. The power of fire entered Ma Xiaotao's body. Ma Xiaotao instantly felt that her fire became even more extreme. Phoenix meteor shower, that the two heavens of ice and fire. Even with the speed of an ordinary person, CC, there is no way he can escape from the coverage area. Dai Yueheng knew that this move must not be resisted forcefully. White tiger meteor shower, but this is only his fourth soul skill after all. It was impossible to block Ma Xiaotao and Ling Luochen's attacks after they were strengthened by Huo Yuhao. Fortunately, Mr. Xian took action in time and rescued Wu Feng, Beibei, and Cici. The first one to meet. Dai Yueheng lost 3 people here. This also includes a regular player. Dai Yueheng never expected that each of Ma Xiaotao's Phoenix meteor showers could accurately track enemies. Otherwise, he would definitely not be able to use White Tiger meteor shower. He would never have thought that Huo Yuhao would unlock her head. That's right. Because of this, only Cici, Beibei, and Wu Feng would be killed instantly. Even if they have the assistance of the male and female Gong Yangmo. Gong Yangmo, the man and woman, has already used 3 levels of growth. Red power. Orange power. Speed yellow. Even so, he couldn't withstand it. It's enough to show how strong Ma Xiaotao's combat effectiveness is after being enhanced. Dai Yueheng instantly used 3 soul skills. First. Third. Fifth. 3 soul rings light up at the same time. Instantly increase yourself to the strongest state. It's a pity that he still can't rush to Huo Yuhao, Ma Xiaotao, and Ling Luochen. Is the gap in strength so huge? How could it be? Dai Yueheng clenched his fists, unwilling to believe what was happening. But the reality is cruel. The boy and girl Gong Yang and Mo were also beaten by the 2 of them. The thin dog Yao Haoshuan didn't even block a few moves. Chen Zifeng was also rescued by Mr. Xian just now. That's it. The outcome is decided. Huo Yuhao has 7 of them here. And Dai Yueheng is the only one left. Someone is going to lose. Huo Yuhao took away his hand from the 2 of them, he walked up to the 2 of them and taunted. You. Dai Yueheng was furious and incompetent. He knew that if he continued to fight, he would lose. I'll give you a chance to challenge me in a one-on-one fight. If you win, I'll save you 2 kowtows. But if you lose, you will kowtow 21 times, 3 for each person, Huo Yuhao said with a smile. He was not stupid enough to give up his advantage and let his teammates go off the field and then fight the opponent alone. Huo Yuhao could only let Dai Yueheng knock down 2 fewer knocks. As for the others, don't even think about it. Of course, the price of losing by knocking down 2 fewer knocks is to knock down 18 more knocks. But Huo Yuhao thought Dai Yueheng would accept it. After all, he could knock down 2 fewer knocks. And Huo Yuhao was only level 60. He only had 5 spirit rings. Although it was 100,000 years, it was not impossible to fight. It was not that there was no chance at all. I accept. Dai Yueheng gritted his teeth and agreed. It was the same as what Huo Yuhao thought. He felt that Huo Yuhao's single combat power was not that strong. Otherwise, why would he stand behind Ma Xiaotao and Ling Luochen? Xuanzi still did not stop him. He wanted to see Huo Yuhao's true strength. But he might be disappointed. After all, Dai Yueheng was not even a spirit saint. I'm afraid that Huo Yuhao could only fight with all his strength in his dreams. 3. Huo Yuhao said. What do you mean? Dai Yueheng narrowed his eyes slightly and took a step back. White Tiger Demon God Transformation. White Tiger Vajra Transformation. White Tiger Body Shield. The 5th, 3rd, and 1st soul rings on Dai Yueheng's body lit up again. Yellow. Purple. Black. The whole person became bigger. almost completely transformed into a tiger. This is his second time to perform. This is also the strongest state he can achieve. White tiger fierce light wave. Dai Yuheng suddenly sent out a ball of light. But Huo Yuhao dodged it with a strange body movement. A punch. Dai Yuheng was hit hard. The whole person took more than 10 steps back. Dai Yuheng looked at Huo Yuhao in disbelief. He never thought that Huo Yuhao could dodge his skills at will. Area attack, you can't dodge it. Dai Yuheng gritted his teeth. The fourth soul ring lit up. Purple. White tiger meteor shower. This area is covered. Dai Yuheng smiled. This move. How can you dodge? The second punch. Dai Yuheng, who was imagining hitting Huo Yuhao, was suddenly knocked to the ground. Dai Yuheng looked at Huo Yuhao in disbelief. How did he do that? White tiger destruction kill. Dai Yuheng suddenly jumped up from the ground. A word kill appeared. Just as he was about to attack, he found out. The word kill. It was broken. The third punch. Dai Yuheng was knocked to the ground. He spit out a large mouthful of blood. It dyed the nearby ground red. He couldn't even find Huo Yuhao. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 3. The reward, Melting Ring X1, has been issued to the host.